Hey everybody, Jason here. Today I've got a pretty cool product to share with you. Now if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, or if you've seen any of my videos, you'll probably notice that it's very rare that I actually encourage someone to go out and buy a product at all. And so this is one time that I think things might be a little bit different. You know, for the longest time I've been using stuff like this motor spray. But as you can see, I don't know if the camera will focus or not, but that's almost $10 a can for one can of motor spray. And forever, when I would want to mount tires and stuff like that, I would always use motor spray. Now, a couple of people have mentioned that Simple Green works a lot better, and actually I've been using Simple Green almost exclusively now for the past little while or whatever. But I still use motor spray or rubbing alcohol, sometimes WD-40 or denatured alcohol for all kinds of different applications with RC cars. And it's just a bummer to actually have to go out and spend the money on the aerosol cans, and then it's really just wasted. It's just not good for the environment. It's a waste of money. It's just no fun. Well, I saw this on the internet the other day, and I was like, you know what? I gotta get my hands on one of these. So let me show you exactly what this is. This is actually, that's actually the receipt. This is actually a rechargeable spray can offered by Gravity RC. And this thing is pretty sweet. So let me show you what you get in the box, and then we'll put it together and see how it works. So obviously you get the can. This is actually a rebuild kit. Let's see if I can show you this. Comes in this bag. There's actually a rebuild sprayer. Looks like there's an O-ring in there. And then there's some extra plastic tips or nozzles or whatever. Paul sends a Gravity decal set up. And then there's some warning labels. Now, this stuff you really should pay attention to. Paul over at Gravity RC, Paul Lemieux, if you don't know him, super nice guy. You're buying directly from him. You're not buying from a big company. So if you like supporting individuals, that's another good reason to buy this product. But anyways, oh, by the way, he didn't pay me to say that I actually paid for this product. It's called the GRC 600. And there's a bunch of warning labels about what kind of chemicals you should and shouldn't use in it, how much to charge it, stuff like that. But in general, here are just some general safety rules. This thing was actually pressure rated to like 600 PSI, but you would never want to put 600 PSI in it. I mean, realistically, max operating pressure is about 200 PSI. Very few compressors are going to go that high. My compressor only goes to about 125 PSI. And for the most part, 100 PSI is more than you would need to get the job done. Now you can see there's some plastic on here holding this open, or holding this closed. Get rid of this crap. Now this is the actual pressure valve, and for you bicycle fanatics out here, you're going to know the name of this. This is just a good old-fashioned Schrader valve. It's the same type of valve that's used in your car tire and your bicycle tire, and you know, it's just a Schrader valve. So this is just a protective piece for the tip. Now you have the can, you have this filler neck, and then inside of this, here I'll show you this real quick. You have the can and the filler neck. The filler neck just threads onto the can. You have this, which goes down there to absorb the liquid. This I don't know what you'd call this thing, the siphon valve or whatever, or the actual valving. And then you have this pressure ring. Now, it's really important to know that once you fill this thing, you would never, ever, ever remove this pressure ring while there's pressure in the can. You can relieve pressure here. You can hold it upside down and hold the thing, just so it's mainly just releasing air and discharging the pressure. But never, ever, ever, ever take this ring off when there's a lot of PSI, or you seriously could hurt yourself. So just fair warning. So in general, I think this thing will hold like maybe 15 ounces or something. I'm shooting from the hip here. I don't know for sure. But what you really want to do is probably fill it about halfway full and then fill the rest with pressurized air. And what happens is as you discharge liquid, if you only have a little bit of compressed air, it's gonna lose its punch pretty fast. So let's put this thing together. I'm going to fill it up with some fluid. I got some Simple Green here. I've got a funnel here, and I've got my air hose. My wife's going to probably be pissed if she finds out I drug this through the house. And I've got a pressure gauge. So let's fill this thing up. Try it out. Okay, so I'm going to pull this off of here. You can see that just so you can see how this comes out. So this whole thing, which another kind of bonus is this whole sucker is rebuildable. So if you look at Gravity RC, I'll put links in the description. So if you want one of these, cruise over to Paul's website, snap one up. It's a good buy. It's like 30 bucks. So, I mean, 3 cans of motor spray, you know, by the time it might be a little bit more expensive now, but it's going to pay dividends in the long run, I promise you. So anyways, you can see what you got here. So I'm going to go ahead and just use my funnel, stick this in here. Now I'm just going to wing this. I'm just going to, you know, do this the best I can. See how much we got in there. Oh, a little bit more. See what we got here. Oh yeah, that's plenty. Oh, perfect. All right, cool. So let's put the filler neck back on this baby. Put the valve in here. Drop the pressure ring. Put the ring on here. And actually, so you can see with my pressure gauge that there's absolutely, I'm gonna have to do this way, okay. So you can see with my pressure gauge that there's absolutely no pressure in it at all, but there's about to be. So, all right, now let's see how much pressure's in it. It says that it's got about 80 PSI. So let's just try it at 80 and see what happens. Okay, so you can see the tip is on. Okay, so you can see the tip is on it. It's all there. Let me go ahead and you can see that the gauge has nothing on it. So there's no pressure in it whatsoever. So let's hit it with the air hose real quick and see what happens. All right, now, so you again, you can still see the gauge has absolutely nothing on it, and now it's got about 90 PSI in it. So let's see how it works, right? Pretty good, can't complain, no worries. So if you're looking for a new aerosol can or new spray can, you do not like wasting money on motor spray and just all the other aerosol-based lubricants and chemicals that you use, try this thing out, man. Give it a try. It's 29 bucks. It's completely rechargeable. It's completely rebuildable. And I think like the cap's 3 or 4 bucks. The actual valving assembly is 3 or 4 bucks. But of course, it already comes with a spare one and a bunch of tubes and these little nozzles. So just a good buy. So good stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, by the way, here's a quick tip. When you're taking these little nozzles and you're putting them on here, make sure you do it before you charge it. Otherwise, you're going to be spraying crap all over the place or holding it upside down trying to jam it on there. So put this on, put the nozzle on here before you charge it. Quick tip.